Hey, what's up, guys? Rob Quinn. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about pitching the perfect deal. It's not enough to be able to get in front of the person, which can sometimes take a lot of work if you're not doing any type of marketing. And as a digital agency, when you first start out, sometimes you don't have the money to do marketing. So you want to make sure each part of your process is fluent and as effective as you can possibly make it. So pitching the perfect deal, we're going to dive into. And in fact, I'm going to show you what you'll be looking at, because as always, I try to provide something you guys could take with you from these videos outside of just hearing me talk. So I'm going to include this PDF down in the description. So definitely go down there and download this if you want to use it, but it's really effective. So the thing with pitching the perfect deal, guys, is that you want to make sure you're asking more questions, right? So you want to be quick to listen and slow to speak. And a couple other key principles to remember is that it's not the person answering or asking the questions that is struggling to guide the conversation. It's the person answering the question. So in order to make sure the conversation is going in the direction you want it to, you want to make sure that you are able to ask the right questions. A couple intro questions and stuff we'll go over in there when you download this. I'm not going to go over everything specifically here because you guys can download it and see for yourself. You want to know exactly who their perfect client is, because a lot of the time, guys, it doesn't matter how big the companies are. I've worked with multi-billion-dollar companies to multi-million-dollar companies to just local service industries alike. And the thing is, they believe they know what their customer is based on who's purchasing from them, who they physically see buying something from them. But that's not the case, okay? So that's not at all typically what their best customer is, and they're missing a pretty large market. So go ahead and ask them what their customer avatar is and see what you can dig up just to really get conversation going. The next bit of information, guys, and this is huge because a lot of people try to sell leads, they'll try to sell brand awareness, reach, but at the end of the day, okay, these are vanity KPIs. What really matters to a business owner and what really matters to you when you start doing advertising is that you just want to make sure you're making money, more money than what you're spending. So in order to establish whatever that line is, that threshold, your break even, you want to understand what their customer is worth to them, right? So you want to understand what the front end purchase is, and then you want to understand what the lifetime value of that customer is. And when you run campaigns, if you see any of my retargeting videos, and you would be able to know how simple it is to exceed the amount of ad spend they put in based on the amount of revenue they can generate if you're working with the right people. All right, so you want to figure out what their best customer is worth, or what their best, with the what each customer can generate. And then when you recap all this information, that's when you lead into the close for this appointment. Okay, at this point in time, you've already established their pain, their desire, whatever that specific goal is for them. And then from there, you've established what their cost or the revenue generated per customer is, so you know exactly where the threshold is at. So it gives you a really good expectation of what you can do. You've built this rapport with them, maybe on a personal level too, outside of just business. Maybe you guys have something common or whatever it is. So from here, you have all the right elements in place for you to recap the information that you have. And here's a short little script for you that you can use. But this way you can go right into the close, and based on your evaluation, give them a diagnosis that makes sense. Okay, you're not just coming in and asking for money. A lot of digital marketing companies in general, there's a stigma because they want a certain amount of dollars, and there's really no expectation behind that. They just say that they're going to put them on Facebook or put them on Google, and that's where people find you, which is true. But there has to be some substance behind your recommendation. That's why you have this specific step-by-step diagnosis. And then you go in for the close. At this point in time, you've already established what the game plan is. They already know specifically why your diagnosis is what it is. So you go in for the close, and you're explaining to them what your retainer is, depending on how you structure your agency. You see other videos I have for pricing your agency. But here specifically, this gives you the script and how to lead into that close. And then from there, because the sale's not done yet, guys, you want to start setting up expectations for onboarding. You want to give them that future glance and what's going to happen because there is nothing scarier than the unknown, especially when it comes to your business, their livelihood, right? They're giving you money to help them better their livelihood, right? That's why they do marketing. They don't do marketing for customers. They want customers to make their business bigger because it makes their life better, and et cetera, et cetera. So knowing what's going to happen next after they shake your hand, they put the ink to the paper, and they give you their money is what is going to happen next. So you want to set very, very, very clear expectations with them to reassure them things are going to be good and to take down that barrier. And then when you close it out, this is just a rule of thumb, guys. The best time to make a sale is when you just made a sale, all right? So after you get the close, you want to start asking them for referrals. And anytime you start at X number, you're going to end with a smaller number. So if it's 10, you might end with 3. If it's 4, you might end up with 1 good one. So I ask for 4, and then from there, you want to be able to offer them some type of incentive. What do they want if things get started? You can do this. I've actually been offering a discount on their next month's service, so I've been trying that out. But this is really, really special, right? It's a little more of a personal level. So this is pretty cool. We've actually been doing new stuff where every time we bring on a new client, we're sending them wine. Like there's like a manufacturing plant here where they actually put company logos on special bottles of wine. It's pretty cool. So we're doing that to the company signing up. But there's a lot of things you can do. But either way, have some type of gift and incentive on there for them to give you referrals when somebody gets started. So it makes it pretty cool. And that's it, guys. From there, you've landed the deal. Everything's really good. So go ahead and download this if you need some help pitching the perfect deal. And I'll also include a link to the masterminds we hold on Fridays down there. They're usually an hour long, but they tend to go longer because we answer any questions you have. We go over specific topics and how we can really more effectively take care of certain parts of your agency that you might want some additional help with. So go ahead and subscribe to the mastermind. It's free. Just invest your time and you'll learn something. And also download this if you're trying to pitch a better deal. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, share it with somebody else that is trying to do what you do and trying to maybe have a more effective digital agency, and drop a comment if you thought it was helpful. You know, I love checking those out. And if there's other videos that you'd like to see, maybe some obstacles that you're trying to overcome, or any type of Facebook advertising or any type of advertising in general, let me know. You know, I'll put those videos together. But I'll catch you guys on the next video, and see you next time.